can't tell if I'm online. Oops. Hi friends, and welcome back to Get Your Play Online. I am Emily B, and today we're going to kickstart, well, you guys have been online already, but today we're going to be painting some things to do with school. I know a lot of you either already have gone back to school last week or are getting back to school this week, so what a better time than to have our get back to school week this week. So I thought we could paint some books and some pencils and things that we're going to be using when we go back to school. I know some people will be going back to school on their computer and some will be going in person, but it's okay. We can just all paint together either way. So for this activity, you're gonna be needing some paintbrushes and some paint. I have all different colors here. And then we're gonna be shaking it up a little bit today. So instead of normal paint, we're gonna be making shaving cream paint. So we're gonna need our shaving cream right here. I also have, this, just like a can of shaving cream that you guys can use. Okay, first things first is we gotta make our paint. So with shaving cream paint, it's gonna feel different than regular paint because it's gonna be all fluffy. Look how fun that is. So we're gonna squeeze about, just hold it down for a few seconds and it'll come out with some foam. We're gonna need about, honestly, as much as you want. I'm just gonna do like a bowl per color just so we have all of our colors to play with. So today I'm gonna be using yellow. So I'm gonna get my yellow paint first and I'm gonna put it in my first bowl of shaving cream. So let's open this up. And I'll take this and stick it here. So now you guys can see it's in there, and we just mix it up. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Alright. We're just going to mix that up. And you can mix it just by like stirring it or folding it in. Folding it in just like this will kind of keep all of the floof in it. So I'm just going to keep stirring it up while you guys are here. And I'm putting yellow because we'll need yellow for the pencils. But you guys can really do whatever color you want. Let's see if I can. So here's our pencil yellow. And now I'm going to be doing gold because, as you may know, every pencil has like the little silver lining on it where the eraser goes. But I'm going to use gold just because I don't have silver. But again, you can use whatever color you like. So here's the gold. I'm going to be getting paint right here. And doing the same thing like I did for my yellow. And just put the gold in there. Depending on the paint you have, if you have watercolors, you may want to put a little more paint than you would for what I have, which is acrylic paint. But you can use kind of whatever paint you have on hand. So let me stir in the acrylic into the shaving cream to make this fun gold color. I'm going to grab some more for my gold. Ooh, heavy. In the meantime, when we talk about things that we're excited to go back to school for, I know for me, I have school too, and I'm excited to kind of see all my friends again, but over the camera. Because we gotta be safe, don't we? What are you excited about? Would love to hear it in the comments. Okay, so now let's see if we're got my gold in. A little more. have our gold or our brown color. What else? What other colors are in a pencil? So we have our yellow part, or you can have whatever color you want, the metallic part, and then we have our eraser. Erasers are always good to use. So for our eraser, I'm going to use pink. I'm also going to use pink when we do the books. So I can reuse my paint, and I love pink. Alrighty. If I can grab this out, I'll use a smaller paintbrush. Alright. So now I'm going to grab my beautiful pink color and stick that on there in my bowl of shaving cream. And this is just a fun and different way of painting. And it has a cool new texture to it. So now let's mix up our pink here. Good. So these are the 3 colors we're going to need for our pencil. Mostly. Alright friends, let's get started actually painting our pencil. So we have our paint, we have our paintbrushes. What else are we going to need? We're going to need something to paint on, that's right. So I have paper here, but you guys can use paper plates or one of those bigger papers or whatever you want to use to put your masterpiece on. Alright, so let me see if I can move this so you guys can watch me paint. And we can paint together. So I'm just going to point this down here. So here is my paper. Okay, so first, for our pencil, I'm going to grab our yellow color on my paintbrush. And I'm going to grab a pretty small paintbrush that I have control over, or that I feel that I have control over. So, let me grab, something like that. Alright, so first we're going to grab our yellow and we're going to create a line. So, depending where you're doing your pencil, you can either do it horizontally or going down. I'm going to do mine sideways. So we're going to draw one line that's equal in length. Like so, it's kind of like a rectangle actually. Like this. Yeah. So draw a rectangle. Oops. Or paint a rectangle. So I'm just kind of perfecting my shapes. But it doesn't have to be perfect, 'cause guess what? We're just having fun. So look, if you want, you can add some more paint and add some more texture to your pencil. I think that's really cool, because now with the shaving cream, we can put all the texture we want. Cool. Okay. So now I have my yellow bit. Now I'm going to grab my brown color. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm going to grab my brown color here. And I'm going to do the tip of the pencil. So that's like how we write with it. So for that, I'm just going to grab my paintbrush. And we're going to draw a triangle at the end of our rectangle. So with the point going down. So triangle this way and triangle that way, like that. So just one line going up and one line going down. Up and down. You can do that again. Up and down. Just like that. And we're going to fill it in. Again, you can put as much texture, meaning how it feels. So if texture, I forgot to tell you what that means. So texture is like how it feels. So how it feels means the more paint you add like this. So if it's kind of bumpy like this, when it dries, it's gonna feel differently than normal paint, right? So we're gonna use that for now. Alright, so now we have our pencil tip. And what goes at the end of the pencil? It's the lead. So the lead goes in the pencil. So for the lead, because I don't have black paint, I'm going to use some purple paint. Because guess what? We're getting creative here. So with our purple paint, where you can use black paint or gray paint, or whatever you want for your lead. But I think normal pencil lead is gray. So with the end of your brush now, so we have our whole brush here. So with the end, the one that the paintbrush is not on, we're going to take that and we're going to dip it into our purple paint. So now the end is coated in our purple color, and we're just going to tap it on the end there. So maybe I'll make it bigger. So we can also paint it on if you want. So here's the paint. So look. Now we got our tip. My pencil's gonna be purple. It's okay. Ta-da! So now we have our tip on. So now that we have our tip on, we're going to start going this way up. So do you guys remember what we said goes at the end of a pencil? So like when you make a mistake, how do you clean up your mistake? With an eraser. That's right. So now we're going to get our pink to draw our eraser. And so to draw our eraser, here's the pink. We're going to get a little bit on our brush. And we're going to draw a three-sided square. So we're just going to go up like this. And then to the side. Get some more paint on. And then meet it here. So it kind of goes up to the side and down. We can put as many layers as we want, or any color we want. Some pencil erasers aren't even pink. They can be purple, or green, or red. So you let your imagination go here. This is the fun part of playing, that we can kind of make it our own, you know, art of painting. Alrighty, folks. So again, we went up to the side and down again. And we're just painting. And now I'm just adding some texture, so our shaving cream will dry. Will dry and it'll leave an interesting texture. Alright, and the very last bit of our pencil is going to be our brown color here. I'm going to add a line going this way, connecting the yellow and the pink. And that is, I don't know if you've seen on a pencil, it always has the eraser holder. So it has like a metal bit that the eraser sits on, that's on top of the yellow wood. And there you go. That, folks, is our, let me see if I can, hey again. This is our pencil. So I'm trying to get it all in one shot for you guys. We can put it out here. That is our pencil. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, so now I'm going to leave my pencil on the far side of the table to dry. These are probably going to need a few hours at least. So like 2 to 3 hours to dry. But preferably try and leave them overnight somewhere. Alright, so on to our next painting. So we're gonna draw some books now to go with our pencil. So the fun thing with this is I'm gonna show you how to draw a book, and then we're gonna you guys can make it creative as you want. Maybe you can label it with your favorite subject, or however you want. So I'm gonna try and use the same colors that I did with my pencil, just because I made a lot of paint. But you guys can make new paint or make new colors, whatever you want. So for art book, I'm going to start out with my yellow, the main color, and we're just going to create a little triangle. So for a triangle, can you see, for a triangle, we're going to draw one line, one straight line like this. Remember, a triangle has two equal sides. So one straight line like that, and one straight line at the bottom. Oops. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said, because we're going to color it in. There we are. So we have, so a rectangle has longer sides, has two longer sides than the other sides. Because remember, a square has all equal sides. So now we've drawn our rectangle, and we just went to the side, down, to the other side, and up again. And now we can color it in. Mine's going to be yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. And it's summery because it's super bright and sunny and warm outside right now in most places because it is summer. So why not try and put that in a picture? Okay. So now, and that is colored in here. And I'm adding a little extra blocks of paint just to, like I said, make it feel different when it dries, because that's the good thing with shaving cream paint, is that it's completely different than regular paint. Alright, so now we got the main part of our book, and we're going to put our title here. But we're going to draw the pages. So, if you look at a closed book, you can see kind of the pages on the side of it. So I'm going to take my brown paint that we made earlier, my brown/golden metallic paint. And I'm going to make a line, a diagonal line right at the top of our book. So this is a diagonal line going down. And then I'm going to draw another diagonal line going down at the bottom that's the same length as our other line. And now I'm just going to draw a downward line connecting them. So there we go. And then to draw our pages, we can just make lines to represent our pages. So I'm just making lines in our shading table. There we are. Like that. And then, so we're trying to make our book kind of 3D, right? So we have our pages that are here. So now we're going to get our yellow paint, or whatever color you're using for the book. And you see this, the bottom part of the pages here? So we're going to take this, so we're going to mark it here with our yellow. And then at the other end of the book, we're going to draw a downward line there that ends equivalent to where our mark is. So right there. And then we're going to draw a line from our mark to the end of this line. So just like that. And that's just going to make sure our book kind of has dimension, and it kind of looks like it's laying on its side right now. You know? So now we can color that in if you want. And then you can draw a line with your gray, or in my case, my purple one. I'm going to draw a line in between where we made our mark and where we were painting before to emulate the dimensions, meaning to make it look like it's in front of us. So where we put our mark that first time, so right here at the end of where our pages start, and then right here to where we started our line going down, and we're going to draw a line connecting these two, or paint tool. And that's just going to represent the dimensions that are happening right now. And you can outline this if you want. And also maybe put like some a darker color at the end of the pages to show shadow. Because the more we show shadow, the more it looks like it's laying down. So let me just show you what it looks like so far. Oop, there we are. So right now we have our book. I think it's reversed for you guys. Alright, so do you guys see the dimensions and the shadows that we created to kind of make it look 3D? Super cool, right? Oops. So now we're going to continue drawing. So now we're going to draw the title of our book. And you can do this with whatever color you want. I'm going to use the purple that I had before. So the title of your book can either be, your name or your favorite subject. And we got to be careful with this one because it's going to be a little tricky painting over our wet shaving cream paint right now, but it's okay. So my favorite subject at school was math. So I'm going to write math like it's my math book. So for math, we can put M. So an M, remember we go down. And then we make like a little V in the middle. And then we go down here. M for math. You can write the whole word if you want, or you can just write the letter or whatever you want to write on your book or draw. So here's the A. And for A, remember we go down here, down there, and we join it in the middle. There you go. Now I'm going to make the T. The T goes right here. So I'm making mine M-A-T-H like that. Just for rooms, just to have some more room, but it's okay. And then our H here. And there you go. That has our math book. So let's look at our completed book. Now we finished. Ta-da! So here's our paint. So here's our completed math book, or maybe you have an English book, or a social studies book, or maybe it just has your name, and that's okay. Here's our book, and let's show us the pencil. And here's the pencil. So we got our pencil and our book. So we're going to write in the book with our pencils, right? There you go. And remember, we got to let this dry and don't touch it for at least 3 hours or, there we are. For at least 3 hours or overnight. And we're going to try and do it overnight. Preferably, just because since it has shaving cream in it, the paint is going to take a little longer to dry than normal. And there we have it, guys. That is it for today's painting. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful time back to school. Thank you for logging on to get your play on by, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.